I was a pastor down in Mississippi, and we got this idea that we also wanted to have a farm, which was a little crazy to think about doing both, but we did it. We found a place out in the country just a little bit. We moved our whole family out there and immediately realized we didn't know at all what we were doing. And so the good thing was I had a neighbor, a really good neighbor. His name was Bobby, and he showed up every time I had anything that I needed, and sometimes he showed up when I didn't really need a neighbor, but he was a good neighbor anyway. And it really got important when I got a tractor, which you gotta have if you're gonna be a farmer. So I bought this old tractor, which was all I could afford, a 1979 International Harvester, took it out for a spin, came back the next day, I couldn't start it. So I had to call Bobby. And Bobby came over and he said, "You're not really a country boy, are you, Stan?" That kind of hurt my feelings, but truth was I wasn't. And then he helped me. We got diesel fuel all over our hands, had to change the fuel filter, it turned out. A few more times I had an implement that I was trying to put on the back and I just couldn't get it on there, and I called Bobby. Bobby was over there in minutes. Once again, he said, "You're not really a country boy, are you, Stan?" I think maybe he'd forgotten that he said it the first time, but I didn't forget, and it was starting to get to me because I kind of wanted to be a country boy. I said, "No, I'm not." But then we got grass all over us and he helped me get that thing, that implement, it was a disc, onto the back of the tractor. So then I called him up again. I had let the thing run out of fuel in the middle of a field. I didn't know that this was going to cause a big deal. It was going to be hard to get it started again. He was there again really quickly. Once more he said, "You're not really a country boy, are you, Stan?" Still, I'm not sure he remembered that he said this to me every time, but it was starting to really get to me. Then one day I did what you're not supposed to do, and I tried to drive my tractor straight across a ditch after a rain. You're not supposed to do it. You're supposed to go at a little bit of an angle. Sure enough, I got the tractor stuck, and it was bad. There was this long implement on the back that was stuck in the ground over here, wheels that were stuck over there, other wheels that were spinning. It was going nowhere. The only thing I could do was call Bobby, which I did. I was kind of dreading what he was going to say to me, but then he came over and he had this big smile on his face. He said, "You got your tractor stuck in a ditch, huh?" I said, "Yes, Bobby." He said, "Well, I reckon you're a country boy now." It was a great moment. I was so happy. It was such a gift. Finally, I was a country boy. And I realized that the definition of a country boy is not somebody who can do great things, but a country boy is just somebody who's ever had his tractor stuck in a ditch. Somebody who's ever realized that, man, I need some help. I'm out here trying and I can't do this on my own. What if that's the definition of a country boy? Not somebody who knows how to do everything, but somebody who needs a friend, who needs a neighbor. So Jesus tells a story. He tells a story about a certain man who was on a long journey coming from Jerusalem down to Jericho, a long walk, and he got attacked by robbers who stripped him and then beat him and then left him by the side of a road. He was just lying there, totally exposed to the whole world. And then a priest walked by and looked at him, walked on the other side and kept on going. And then a Levite looked at him, walked to the other side and kept on going. Priest and a Levite, these are high religious authorities. They're supposed to know better. These are the people you would think would have the compassion and stop, but they didn't recognize their neighbor over in that ditch. But then a Samaritan came by, and the Samaritan saw him and had compassion. Now, the Samaritans were people that the Jewish people of Jesus' day hated. They had this ancient rivalry, this history that went way back. They believed all the wrong things. They had some stuff back in their history, but these were two kinds of people that really didn't like each other. And Jesus used the Samaritan as the example of the neighbor. The Samaritan had the compassion. He went, he bound up his wounds, he carried him to an inn. He stayed the whole night there in the inn with him, taking care of him. The next morning he got up and he took some money out and gave it to the innkeeper and said, "Here, take care of this guy while I'm gone. Whatever he needs, take care of it. And if anything costs more than this, I'll repay you when I get back." And then Jesus asked that lawyer, which one of these was the neighbor? And the lawyer said, "The one who showed mercy." And Jesus said, "Go and do likewise." I think when you come to camp, you'll discover that you have lots of neighbors, lots of opportunities for people that need some help, and you can come alongside them. And I think you'll also discover lots of times when you need people to come alongside you. And if we look around right now, I think we'll discover that there's an awful lot of people who could use a neighbor, a friend, someone who recognizes that we can't do this thing all alone.